Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We are live. Yeah. Who's there? Who's there? Wonderful. Stanley Obina, Amaka Favor, Christopher, Sam, Oscar, Hamak, Ramas. You are all welcome. All right. Yes. Lots of us are trooping into the house as expected. Okay. If you are there, put something on the chat box so I know exactly you are there, and then I get it started, get the business of the day started. Okay. Okay. Who else is there? I can only see over 60 something persons in the house. Stanley Obina, Kolawole Olushola Peter, Amaka Favor, Christopher, Sam, Oscar, Hamak, Ramas, you're welcome. And lots and lots and lots of others. Okay. Wonderful. The chat room is buzzing. The chat room is buzzing. I'm so excited today. Everybody want to learn what this PSP is all about. Believe me, I'll do my best to wow you today. And if you can hear me loud and clear, oh, watching from Ghana, Manfred. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know at the chat box so I know I'm not talking to myself. Who else can hear me? If you can hear me, just say H on the chat box. I can hear you. Amuda Ajiboye, you're welcome, my good friend. Kushina Akintokun Sunday, you're welcome. Good day, Uncle Pat. I'm inside. Oluwafemi, Tony H, wonderful. Everybody can see me. Tony Patoski. Thank you. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm not going to take the time today because tomorrow is work. You know, tomorrow is a busy day for everybody. So I would want to go straight to the point. I've been, working all day long, to make sure I get to you the best today, right? So who else is here? Who else? Wonderful. I'm so excited today. The room is getting filled up. The room is buzzing right now. You need to see the back end of how people are just trooping in. Everybody trying to get in and make some noise here. And if you're here, just drop in something on the chat box and let me know you are here. All right? H, I can hear you. Wonderful. So I just have to go ahead. I just have to go on and get on this training right away. Okay. First thing I want to do right now is to pull up the slide. Let me pull up the slide so we can see exactly what we are going to be looking at something. Enough of looking at my face. Enough of looking at my face. Okay. So let me pull up the slide right away. Now, if you can see the slide, you have to let me know right now. If you can see the slide clearly, let me know. What can you see on the slide? Let me see if we really can see the slide. What can you see on the screen right now? What exactly can you see on the screen? Type in the chat box and let me know. Please, I want to make sure I don't end up just talking to myself. I want to make sure I'm talking to persons who have registered to attend this training. All right. I want to make sure that they actually get what I'm saying, so they would have every reason to remain to the end of this training. All right. If you are there, you have to make some noise and let me know that you are here, not by mistake. Kene is present. Kene Mbakogo. You're welcome, Vincent. Beniwa, you're welcome. That's my stubborn friend, Vincent. You're very stubborn. Ego Mwokike, you're welcome. Aroye Kingsley, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce all these Yoruba names. I don't know. Oh, wonderful. You can see the screen. That means I'm good to go. The PSP system webinar. So I'm pulling up the slide right now. You've seen a lot of my face. Maybe as we progress in the webinar, I will be coming to show you my sweet face once more for persons who want to see it. Okay, now let's go ahead and continue. Can I continue? If I should continue, if I should go ahead. If you can't wait, just put something like C on the chat box. C for can't wait. So I know exactly you are hungry for this information. You are hungry for this information and you want to learn how this is done. You want to learn all these things we've been receiving via mails and stuff, all the things we've been hearing, all these things your friends have been telling you to come attend past webinar and learn all these things. If you are, if you are in a haste to learn, let me know. Let me know. All right. I just get one more now. Oh, wonderful. C from Maimuna. Maimuna, that's a wonderful name. I think my next daughter would be a Maimuna. Karim Bankole. Well done, sir. You're welcome, sir. Gabriel, Tony, Nathaniel, Lori, Ikiene, you're welcome. Chioma, Folukemi, or Motashaw, you're welcome. Lots of us in the house. The room is bubbling. I'm happy. I'm so excited. I'm in the mood to give you this. So I'm going to go straight to the point right now. Can I go on? Yes, I can. Okay. You're welcome to the PSP System webinar. The PSP System webinar. I know you're wondering, what exactly is this PSP? What the fuck is Pat talking about? Why is he coming up with these crazy acronyms that you can't place to anything? Some of you have even asked me, is it the PS game? Or I said, no, this is PSP, and it has nothing to do with any game. It is strictly money talks. All right. So once again, you're welcome to the PSP System webinar. Today, I want to give you everything I think you should know to get this system running. All right. It is a system that is making not just people in the top strata of the society money, but have so make them bring it down and broken it down to something that anybody in any level of life can implement and start seeing great results. Result is what we want. We don't want some things that would take more, something that would even make us spend unnecessarily. We want something that if we are putting in our time, our resources, our money, we're getting times 2, times 5, times 10, times 20 in return. And that is why you are here today. All right. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in. The PSP System webinar. How anyone can build. Please note the word build. I didn't say make. All right. It is easy to make money, but it's very difficult to build a business. That's what people don't understand. It is easy to make money because you can just from nowhere do something. I just be walking on the street and somebody says, oh, you look like somebody I know. Can you supply? I say, yes, I can. It pays you and you make 100 million, 1 million. That's making money. You might not come again to the next 1,000 years, and you're sure that you live just 100 years. That means it won't come again for you. But building a business means even if you leave the business, people around, people you leave behind can manage the business and get them running. So we're talking about building here. So how anyone can build a 6 to 7-figure business duplicating the same exchange strategies used by Facebook, the likes of Facebook, Dangote, Narabet, AY Comedian, Linda Ikeji, Nairaland, even if you have been failing at every other thing. And I'm going to start with a story, a very crazy one. I was chatting in my secondary school group, a couple of hours ago, and a guy inboxed me, like he'd been hearing about my exploit online. He'd been hearing stuffs about Pat and stuff and all. And he inboxed and said, guy, I don't know. This guy traveled to Dubai in 2015 and came back to do 16. Then we were chatting there, and he said he was working, he was a kind of a garden a guard, like he was being paid 80,000 naira equivalent. And the hairs in my head stood up. But man, I don't want to really make him sound bad, because after all, he boarded a plane to travel to Dubai. I used the transport from Imo State to Nigeria, just a normal bus, so we are not in the same level, if you understand what I mean. So I just said, okay, wow, that's good. But he came back after some time, and then we started talking, and a couple of hours ago, via our group, he inboxed me directly, though we are in the same secondary school group, right? We have a WhatsApp group, and then he inboxed me on WhatsApp, and his question was, man, he thinks he's jinxed, that he thinks he's been jazzed, that nothing he does works for him, that every business he gets to, once he's about getting to a point where, he's supposed to use some results, stories enters and all that. And I told him, well, the truth is, you've so conditioned your mind to believe that you've been jazzed, and so you will continue to be. Please take off from your mind anything about jazzing, all right? You've really done nothing. I don't want to start asking you questions, but you've really done nothing that warrants you making money. I mean, building a business. What have you done? They asked me. Okay, since I've been in the way all these 3 years, I've been doing a land agent, and then when I get a customer that looks like they are big, and then they're about paying me, it's either they stop picking my call or something. I say, well, there's something you have not done. You've not given those people enough reason to believe that you are worth and trustworthy, to do business with, right? So you've not built a business. So take off anything jazz from it. Don't push your wowness to jazz, right? Jazz I don't know, for some persons there's jazz, but I strongly believe that, I mean, I don't want to say, I don't want to tempt my God and stuff, but what you believe in, becomes part of you. I still believe that there's jazz, but except you subscribe to, oh, I'm being jazz, so jazz, please own me and all that. Apart from that, I don't think even the jazz will try and fail, So that is it. So right, I'm going to be telling you about how to build a business, 6 to 7 figure business, duplicating the same ancient. This is not a new strategy. Please mind you, this is not a new strategy. It's an ancient strategy used by the likes of Facebook, Dangote, NairaBet, AY Comedian, Linda AKG, Nairaland, and it should work for you if you have been failing at every other thing. And as you know, my name is Pat Ogidi, and that's my head there. Yeah, this is all I've been showing online and all that. I'm not okay. Maybe on my Facebook timeline, I show pictures of my daughter, my family sometimes and all that. But just 3 nights ago, I stopped at a suya joint, and I was just buying the suya comfortably, just buying my own suya, to take home to my family. And the boy just walked up to me and said, "Oh, sorry, excuse me, are you Mr. Patrick?" And I was like, I was startled at first. Man, no, I'm not. I lied. No, I'm not Mr. Patrick. It's okay. You look like one guy that used to send me messages. I've been reading about him. I've been watching his webinars and all that. I said, wow, you know him. But where do you know him from? He said, well, his office is in Ogba, and I've known him for some time. I said, have you seen him first? And how come you just recognize him? He said, well, he's been seeing his pictures online, And at the end of the day, I told him I'm Mr. Patrick. And today, I guess he should be on this webinar. I've forgotten that his name. And today he's the next day he paid for one of our materials and all. So and I was wondering, maybe you think the party knows has always been a scam, and the party knows party that I've been sending him message and all is just a bot. He's not a real human being. And maybe by the time he saw me, he started believing that, oh, this is actually a human being, against what I've been thinking and all that. So, but that's actually by the way. What baffled me is that people from this just my head, people can actually place my face in real life. That's wonderful, and it hasn't just been happening in Lagos. I think I was in Port Harcourt the other day. Somebody also saw me in Spa, and he said something like that. I was wondering, but that's fine. This is me, Pat Ogidi. I'm accessible. I have an office somewhere in Oba, Lagos. So it's not like I do I hide behind the screen, behind the computer screen and tell you what I'm not. No, I have a physical face to my business. All right. So your host today is Pat Ogidi, and my goal in this online training is nothing than to show you how you too can take advantage of this PSP strategy. I know what is buzzing right now in your head is, what the hell is this PSP? Go tell me what is this PSP part and stop taking me round. But that's actually my goal, to tell you exactly what PSP is all about. Okay? So, but I'm going to warn that if you don't stay to the end, you're not going to learn anything. So you're going to lose out if you don't stay to the end. So you have every reason to stay to the end of this training. Most times in my trainings, when I even say bye-bye, like goodbye, the end of the training, when I end the training, you find some people still there asking questions, and that is why I love taking a lot of questions at the end of my training. So if you stay until the end of this training, 4 loads are going to be removed off you. 4 headaches I'm going to be helping you solve 4 of the biggest headaches. And what are they? One of them is headache. I call them headache number 1. I'm going to show you exactly what the PSP system is all about, right? I'm going to show you exactly what the PSP system is all about. Oh, good. Gabriel says, if you can't see, refresh your browser and kill other pages using your data. I love that. I think I have to even resound this. Gabriel from the chat box said, if you cannot see, refresh your browser and kill other pages using your data. And then Tony says, Pat Ogidi and long lectures. It's all right. Can you see and hear you? I can't see and hear you again. Well, I have to say at this point that this webinar comes to you, with the power of your internet, right? If you have other things you're doing on your internet, maybe you're downloading a movie, a video, or something, watching something, please kill them. Make sure your internet is dedicated at this point to just this training. That way, you'll be able to, learn and connect here. In the best possible way, right? And if for any reason you lose access to this webinar window, the only thing you need to do, make sure your connection is better, then restart, refresh, and you'll be back onto the same place you will, you know, that I am. Yeah. Okay. Allow you Kehinde is there, and I'm just happily excited tonight. Okay, so let's go back to the training and continue this thing, right? Okay, so headache number one, I'm going to show you exactly what a PSP system is all about and why 95% of the people fail at trying to implement the PSP system. All right, now don't get it wrong, PSP system is not just that thing you think right now. You're wrong, because I'm going to be proving you wrong. Okay, so let's continue. And what will I be doing for you in this training again? I'm going to be showing you, I call that, I'm going to be helping you take off headache number two by showing you how best to identify where, when, and how best to bring in the PSP system into play and build a solid business. Now, I didn't just say a business, because anybody can say build a business. Business that make you 1,000 naira per month is a business. A business that make you 20,000 naira per month is a business. It's something that makes you 200,000 naira per month is a business. But when I say solid, you should know exactly what I mean, right? Headache number three, I'm going to give you a point and kill strategy to deploy from tomorrow, not from now, but from tomorrow. Meaning you have to learn everything I'm going to be dropping and teaching today, so that by tomorrow you start putting them into practice. All right. Even if your motto has been, I had no capital all along, it should work for you. A point and kill strategy to deploy from tomorrow and start seeing results as soon as possible. Even if your motto has been, I have no capital all along. Some person's motto have been, I have no capital. They might have a 200,000 naira in the bank doing absolutely nothing. But that they've been wired in such a way to always, you know, defend themselves by saying, I have no capital. Making it look like, oh, this guy, making people believe that they are not lazy just because they don't have capital. See, capital, lack of capital is not any good reason to be where you are. All right, because not just me, lots of persons that have come under my tutelage are living witnesses. I would mention some of them in the course of this training. All right, headache number four that I'll be lifting off today for you in this webinar: why people get stuck with how to add more zeros to the figures they make using the PSP system. Now, assuming you've been implementing the PSP system, or maybe in some way or the other, been implementing the PSP system, some persons get stuck at a point. They don't know how to move from that point of comfortability, that point that they are just cool and comfortable, to the next point. All right, you're making 500,000 naira. Who says you can't make 1 million? Who says you can make 2 million? So why people get stuck on that convenient and comfortable angle? All right, I break that jinx for you even before you start. Are you there with me? If you're there, keep making some noise on the chat box. Right now, the chat box is not a place where you advertise your stuff right now. No, the chat box is actually, because definitely I can kick you out of the training. I don't want to do that to anybody here. All right, so that is why I think what we should do is, if you have any question along the line, you know, in the course of this training, type them in the chat box and make sure they are detailed and easily understandable. All right, don't tell me story, just go straight to the point with your question. Towards the end of the training, I'm going to make out time and take all of your questions. Isn't that awesome? Okay, now, by the way, this same PSP strategy is responsible for what you see on the screen right now. And what do you see on the screen right now? That is, if you look very up somewhere here, you see something like show your activity for last 30 days. This is just for 30 days, last 30 days. And this is an online payment platform used to receive online payment through ATM alone, not through bank transfers or no, just through ATM. All right. And you know, the inflow here in the last 30 days was about, you know, 2 million, in fact, over 2 million naira. All right. And if you look by the right hand side, you see 519,000 waiting to be withdrawn. And if I click on that withdraw balance, you see the money gets into my account, right? Even if it's 12 midnight, the money gets into your bank account immediately in the split of a second. So this is a 30 days inflow, and the amount by the right hand side is the amount awaiting withdrawal into my bank account, not yours, right? But I'm here to teach you how you can get a screenshot like this, how you can get an account like this, so that you can change this my account to your account. Isn't that awesome, right? Now, if you look very closely under the transaction, somewhere here, you see successful 162. Average per day 6. That means I get 6. I get 6% to pay me money 6 every day, averagely. And then in the whole 30 days, I have over 162 people paying me money. So this over 2 million naira was paid in by 162 persons who are honestly happy. All right, because I am doing something I'm going to be showing you in this training for them. Awesome. Very, very awesome. So every of you here wants this kind of result. I mean, right now, a lot of things is going on in your head. I mean, if I'm doing 2 million naira per month, what's that going to be doing for me? How's that going to change my life, right? Right now, I'm earning maybe 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 naira per month as a salary. Imagine. And I'm living cool, right? Imagine if I'm doing 2 million naira. I'm going to complete my building or even start one, because everybody definitely want to be a landlord. That is one thing everybody wants, all right? I'm going to take good care of my wife, my girlfriend. I'm going to marry. I'm going to buy a car. I'm going to put my kids in a good school, all right? I'm going to take good care of my parents. I'm going to, serve God more. I'm going to invest more in the things of God. I'm going to do a lot of things. So definitely, we have lots and lots of things we want to use money for. All right, money is a good thing. I only advise my young folks, don't go getting it in the wrong route, because the wrong route will always end in the wrong way. These days, it's very common to see a lot of people eat shit. I mean, it's crazy. And I think about it, makes me want to poke. People eat shit for money. People go extra lengths, killing their nieces, cousins. I mean, laying down blood for money. That is not a portion, and that is not part of you. That is why you are here. If you are in that group of persons that go, extra mile, do things extraordinary and out of their ways to make money they can use the brain God has given them to make, then you shouldn't be here. You are here because you think you have a good brain. You can put that to you. So you can get results better than this. Believe me, these 2 million naira you see here are just persons paying with their card. Nigerians don't like paying with card, as a matter of fact. Less than 40% pay with card. The rest pay into the bank account. All right. I've been showing you bank account, I don't want to show bank account this. I want to show you this online account. And this online account, anybody can get. All right. Anybody can get. You can use it to receive money from anybody around the world. I have people paying me from all the way Australia, all the way Germany, paying with their German card, and I'm getting it in naira and withdrawing it into my local bank account. Right. So let us continue. Some person say I love long training. Okay, what makes this different? Because I'm going to be showing you something different, even if it's not new, because it's been ancient. Imagine when I say people like Joe Zuckerberg, Michael Azubike, yeah, it's from my village if you don't know. Then Dangote, our own Dangote, use this system. Every good person that makes money legitimately use this system. So it's not new. It is actually something. But I'm going to be breaking that down for you to fit into your strata. If you are in the strata that is worth over 10 million naira, you can use it. If you're in the strata that what you have in your bank account is less than 10,000 naira, you can use it. That's actually what makes this training different. And as you know, I'm part of the Grand Commander of Mini Position Business. I'm not going to waste time here. Have a lot of people say good things about me, and a whole lot of people say bad things about me as well. But as you know, we do not let the bad things pull us down. Right? Definitely, if nobody say anything about you, then you are what? Nobody. So the Grand Commander of Mini Importation Business, and I've been doing online physical trainings until recently. I stopped and switched to online training like this, but people have been bugging me, please, can you do a physical training, this your webinar and all that? But then I believe this webinar is even easier to access and all that. So this is what my physical trainings look like when I was doing them. And above all, I have a good family. Yeah, and that's my wife, Miss Jenny Patrick. Yeah, that's my wife, right? The mother of my 2 damsels, right? This is my Muna. By the extreme left is my Muna. Below her is my Nicole Chimamanda. My God never fails me. And then that's my family. That's us. All right. And then one thing I know that's going through your mind right now is a big question. And that question is, has my teachings affected lives, or do I just make some unwanted sounds? That's noise. All right, that is actually something sent to me by one Tony Nnabueze Moka. I think it should be in the call, in the webinar this night. All right, he wrote something that is actually heartbroken, right? But the point he made was that mind-blowing, right? In the sense that my building project has been revived. Life in Abuja has been elevated, all thanks to your e-com course I bought for 350,000. Yeah, I sell premium courses. I sell premium courses. I'm not just saying this I sell premium courses, but I make sure you get good value for what you pay for, right? And as you can see, he has I said he has made importing goods 5 times this year, and he's doing that 5 times. This happened last year though. He's doing that 5 times because my dad would say like the first one, He's successful. That why he went for the second one, right? And he has done it 5 times. That's helped him revive his building project, and he's been living a good life in Abuja. Abuja is not a place you manage, right? So he's been living a good life, right? So and he was telling me Merry Christmas. He's Mr. Tony Moaka, and this is still him in his imported items, ready for selling and making profit. Okay, and then I have this guy that I'm always proud of. This sometime in 2016, I went to wash my car in his car wash. That's my ex-car washer guy. You know, that's him. It's actually a video, but I won't be playing that right now. And then by the right hand side, he made a post on Facebook someday. Shout out to my boss. You are more than what I thought. Blah 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 blah, and all that. So that's all. Then somebody commented. Somebody below commented. Any George commented. That's also one of my proteges. Guy that's doing very very well, and has been able to relocate to Lagos, live in a posh place, 3-bedroom apartment, and then he's doing very very well. Moving a Venza 2011. I mean, he's a small boy with a big boss. Let's put it that way. Okay, and then this is the ex-car wash guy. This is his new house. Has just relocated early this month. Yeah, he relocated to a new house, and as you can see, he's all dressed UPOP, and he's doing very good for himself. One thing that makes me happy is each time I remember him, and I remember that he no longer cries midnight, he no longer thinks about his mom and all that. The other day he come and say, "Boss, I sent my mommy money to arrange the house in Aba because the mom stays in Aba. Arrange the house in Aba and help her business." I literally just went into myself, said, "Thank you, God," and that was all I said. All right. So why is this PSP all about? What is it all about, really? And what has these people in common? I mean, these persons you see on the screen right now: Mark Zuckerberg, Dangote, Otumba Akinlabi, Otumba Gaddafi of the mobile toilet, Linda EKG, Denuga of Glow, AY comedian, and then Sheung of Nairaland. What do they have in common? What do they have in common? As you can see also, there's also a space here, a space that is empty here. I'm looking for one of you to put in here, or maybe delete all of this and put in every person here that will challenge me that they can do more and do better than whatever we're getting right now. Okay, so what they have in common is not just fat bank accounts. No, I know that's actually what a lot of you think right now. They think these guys have fat bank accounts in common, but that's actually what's all they have in common. They have more than just bank accounts in common. Bank accounts is actually as a result of the first thing they should have in common, the primary thing. Vincent Mehina said the network is looping. A replay be highly appreciated, but that's fine. I'll have to consider that. Hi, Grandmaster. That's from Basil. Please, network is not friendly. Oh, Modupe says, beauty family. Thank you, Modupe. It's really unfortunate that my browser does not support the format. Please, browser, phone. Is it phone or PC? Please make sure you use Chrome. Chrome is the best, as far as I know. And make sure your browser is always up to date. If you don't even update all these things, hackers can hack in, because anytime there's an update, it's because there's a bug they have to correct. So if you don't correct it immediately, hackers can come in there and destroy you. So when you shout hackers hacking me, maybe it's because you didn't update. Always try to update. Poor network. Everybody seems to be having poor. Is it because they are doing the, I don't know, but I think my own is Vera here. I'll have to confirm from my phone and make sure everything is awesome here. I'm here. Sibari Barkham. Okay, that's fine. Let me continue. We have lots of you in the house, and I'm so excited. Okay, what they have in common, what is dude have in common is not just a fat bank account, even though all of them has fat bank account, but that is not actually the most important thing here. The most important thing here is they all use a system known as the PSP system. Now, what exactly is this PSP system? Simple. Problem, solution, profit. Problem, solution, and profit. That is actually what these guys have in common. Please don't say, oh, is that all? No, that's not all. You have to learn what I'm about to say next to be able to put into practice this thing I call the PSP strategy to better use. And if you do that, believe me, you have no reason to lack money till you die. And you're not dying. No, you're not dying till the next 100 years. I want to hear amen in the chat box. All right. So what exactly is this PSP all about? Let's illustrate with Facebook. All right. How much is Facebook worth? Facebook is worth over $185 billion. Am I correct? Okay. No. What is Facebook worth? Okay, that is a stock. $185 for a Facebook stock, and it's going up. That's for Facebook stock, right? You know, Facebook is a public limited company, a public liability company, so you can be bought and sold in a stock market. Yeah. and it's worth over 185.09 USD as at today. But Mark Zuckerberg, the brain, the small boy that is behind Facebook, as at 2018, is worth 74.5 billion US dollars. And that in Naira amounts to 26 trillion Nigerian Ekin Naira. 26 trillion 820 billion Nigerian Naira. Isn't that awesome? And you know, Nigeria's budgets, as big as we are, we have our budget for 2018 was 8.612 trillion naira, and here Mark is owing about ×3 of that. Let's not insult Nigeria. We love this country, so we don't want to insult this country. So let's just continue and pretend like nothing happened. Okay. That is for Facebook. It's far away there. What about Auntie Linda Ikeji? You know Linda Ikeji that owns a blog like this, Linda Ikeji's blog. And if you must know, she's my sister. She's from Nkwere, right? She's from Eziama and Nkwere local government area. So she's my sister from Ikeji family. So that's fine. This is her home. Linda owns the blog. This is a house in Banana Island. The house was estimated to worth over 500 million naira. Look at this house. Sometimes when I look at this house, I begin to wonder how heaven will look like. And that's a not G-Wagon, Range Rover Sports. This is not Range. This is Range Rover Sports packed in front of her gate. Linda Ikeji floats 400 million naira TV channel, reported by Vanguard, not me. All right? She does this business. She uses PSP Strategy. And that is actually from where she made this money to float a TV channel. Linda Ikeji rejects $2 million partnership investment by a white company. She rejects it to partner with her Linda Ikeji social platform, her social network. They wanted to pay her $2 million partnership investment. She rejected it. Imagine. From a reliable source in 2014, I learned from a very, very reliable source in 2014 now that this X model from Nkwere boasts of a net worth of about 3.2 billion naira. And I heard that, currently she's worth over 3.2 billion naira. Now, in a reliable source had it that in 2014, she was doing over 26 million naira from her blog every month, right? Now, when you look closely at the instances above, it instantly seems like the PSP system is only meant for the big goons, right? Even though Linda is a Nigerian, she's even from my local government, all right? But then it still looks like the PSP system is for the big goons, isn't it? But what if I shock you and tell you it's a lie? It's not for the big goons. Because I've made it not to be. How? Okay. This is actually as a result of the PSP system, right? The balance there is over $1 million naira waiting to be withdrawn. If I click on withdraw balance, it will jump right into my account. Okay, that's from the PSP. I'm not a big goon. I'm just an ordinary person like you. Eats urban rice, goes to the same markets everybody goes to. Don't go with Mopo. Don't go with Convoy. That's a normal human being doing his thing. So if I can do that, you can do that as well, right? So let's get right into it. Can we the PSP system? What does this strategy entail proper? What is involved in the PSP strategy? If you want to know, I want to hear you type yes at the chat box. If you want to know what this strategy is all about, can I get you type yes at the chat box so I know exactly I'm making a point? Kayode says, bros, webinar no talk, no play. Please make sure, Kayode, you refresh. Make sure your phone is not silenced or your PC is not silenced. Your volume is well. Your connection is fine. So you should be able to reach me or to watch me if all these things are on point, right? So what does the PSP strategy entail? What's the entail? What does it comprise? What's involved in the PSP strategy? Do we know? Can we find out? Let us go. Oh, let me find out if we're actually following or Pat is just talking to himself. Are we following? Wonderful. Yes. Awesome. So this is, oh, Oga, you did make better sense. So Ugochukwu no me. Thank you, Ugochukwu. Thank you. All right. So with that, yes, I'm gonna warn that you make sure you turn off your cell phone, because I'm going to release what you need to know right now. That means at this juncture, I'm going to release what you need to know. So I implore you, turn off your phone, shut down social media, shut down whatever, Big Brother, whatever. Turn off TV, grab your pen and paper. That's very important. Pen and paper, because what you write down, you hardly forget. Then pay 1001% rapt attention, because what I'm about to learn, what I'm about to teach you is the same strategy that will produce at least 25 millionaires. Right now, there are about 100 and something, 200 of you watching right now. But this strategy, I'm sure, will be produce 25 at least steady. I'm not saying hit and run millionaires, steady millionaires starting from next week. And the big question is, would you be among these 25 persons, right? Because all of you are right now watching from your various locations, from your home, from your offices, from your whatever. The truth is, nobody pays nobody's bill. So if you decide not to be among the 25 person, the other person doesn't lose, who joins. So you have to make sure you are among the 25% by paying rapt attention. Would you be among the 25 millionaires? Well, not just some one-hit wonders millionaire. One-hit wonder is not a millionaire, but a millionaire, like my Igbo Alaba brothers will say. Or you are just okay being a thousandaire or being broke. I know a couple of you guys that are very okay being broke. When they see somebody that's rich or driving a nice car, wearing nice clothes, wearing nice perfume, they will tell you, oh, they've gone to eat shit, or they've done blood money, they've used somebody to do blood money, right? They believe that everything riches is attributed to riches is attributed to bad thing, bad source. So they've chosen to remain either thousandaires or perpetually broke. You don't want to be that. That's why you're burning your data, investing your data, so to speak, and then watching this training. Anyway, I know you can. So let's get right into it. But before we do, here are a few points to note. My results are not typical. They are not. So if I tell you I make $1 million, you might not make $1 million. You may make 800,000. You may make 400,000. You may make 600,000. You may make 1.8 million. You might make 10 million. All right. So results are not typical, because me and you will not come out this world the same day. We weren't born the same day. We weren't born on 29th March. You were born on a separate day, by a separate month, from a separate location, and all that. So we have various energy, various ways we approach issues. And for some reasons, you might even put in the same number of effort. But the thing there is, if you put in the same number of effort, the same amount of effort, you're going to make something that will convince you and make you buy a bottle of chilled water and drink and congratulate yourself and say, well, I have tried. I'll have to celebrate myself. Yeah. So results are not typical. I will do my best to walk you through the strategy. Understand that my results and that of my other students have shown you are not typical. So don't say, oh, you said your student make $1 million. Why didn't I make $1 million? I only make now around 950,000 naira. So I'm taking you to call because I'm left with 50,000 naira. I didn't make the 50,000 to make you $1 million naira, right? The every person who attends any training, especially when it's free like this, gets zero result. So it's up to you that say, oh, even though this guy is bringing this thing free, but then I don't want to make this thing, just one of those trainings I've attended. However, I'm happy to show you exactly what's working for me for free. More so, this is not in any way get rich quick system. And if you know me very well, you should understand that I frown deeply to get rich quick schemes. If I tell you the number of proposals that come to my table every day for get rich, some persons will just come and draw out, plans and say, I said, yeah, but this is scam. This is not a work. I said, yes, let's just make. I said, no, and that's not what I stand for. That's not what I want. Anything I want to teach anybody to make something. All right, I can easily pull up something that will make everybody pay. Because I know what Nigerians want. They want to hear something like MMM, blah, blah, blah. No. But I don't want to do that. Right? I can pull up something that will make me $1 billion overnight. But I won't do that. I won't do that. I've had people who have approached me with proposals to do something like that, make the money and run away. I said, no. So if you're here with that kind of mindset, no, you are at the wrong place. All right? So, it is what it is. Business, that's actually what I'm going to be teaching you now. And it's meant for serious people. When I say serious people who are ready to take action. Now, you don't need to be perfect to take action. You need to just take the action and perfect it along the line. Right? Me, sometimes I'm a procrastinator. And I've come to understand that those things I procrastinate, when I eventually kill that spirit of procrastination and do them, the result marvel me. And that's why I tell anybody, take that action. Fail. And find a way to correct it and move along. Right? So are you ready? Are you ready? Yes on the chat box, and I'll shoot. Good. How anyone can build a 6 to 7 figure business duplicating. Remember, if you want to photocopy something, go to something and say, duplicate this for me. So we're virtually going to be duplicating something that have been existed, that have made to fit into our strata, right? The same exchange strategy is used by Facebook, Dangote Nairabet, AY Comedian, Linda EKG Nairaland to make massive build wealth and brands for themselves, even if you've been failing at every other thing. First, a story. I have to tell you a story. And it's about this woman. Okay, let me assume this woman is actually my woman, and we're actually talking about myself, right? I'm talking, let's assume that woman, that's not her picture, is my own Jenny, right? My own wife. Now, Nicole, our second daughter, doesn't eat. I mentioned this in one of my emails recently, right? This girl was born sometime 19th July last year, right? Now, she doesn't eat those same foods her elder sister, ate. Thrive, SMA Go. We tried virtually every of the foods out there. Nothing worked, right? And it was just happening. We went for X. My wife would hardly even go for events because she would have to breastfeed her. Before she would take any other thing, you have to fight with her. Like, I videoed it, I uploaded this somewhere. I said, man, if you grow, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show your husband who's going to be coming to marry you this, because you actually dealt with us, right? So every time we've always forced her, and we kept wondering, and it kept giving my wife sleepless nights. Her daughter doesn't eat. She doesn't really, she doesn't sleep. She kept disturbing her, Then I went into research. I started searching. Now there's a problem. Don't think this problem is us, just about us, right? I started searching, and I realized that it is not only Nicole that has this issue. A lot of parents out there doesn't even know that their children, that issue their children is having, they're not only the one in that problem. There are lots of hundreds, thousands of parents who find it difficult, they don't. So I found out that there are products, there are materials now, digital materials, ebooks, video courses on how to make local recipes for babies. How to make local recipes for babies. And I'm going to say this. I saw one of the products. I saw the name on it. I traced it. And the person happened to be one of my friends on Facebook that, my follower on Facebook. And I was wondering, I inboxed her. I said, man, are you sure you do this? He said, yes. I just told him a story about my own daughter. And she just giggled. She laughed. I said, well, yeah, that's just a normal thing. And she has over 100-page guide on that. And I shared that with wifey. Wife said, well, wow. Wonderful. That means it's not only Nicole that's having this issue. A lot of persons are having the same issue as well. I said, well, I'm going to get that material. It's actually an ebook for $35. Yeah, I bought that book. I downloaded it. I forwarded it to madam, and she started studying it. In that book, like the woman made a point that find out what your daughter, wants, and make the recipe around that. Produce the recipe around that. My wife said, well, that Nicole likes banana. Now, if you give her banana, she swallows it. She eats it like a no man's business. That means I can actually make a banana. Wow. What my wife now did was we went to the market. She bought banana. She blended it, and squeezed a bit of breast milk into it, turned everything and gave this girl. This girl ate. This same girl had been fighting with her for over 4 months, 5, 6, 7 months, fighting to eat normal food, any food. All those Thrive that would think that are expensive. And she ate this thing, and wifey just came and said, do you know what happened now? That Nicole swiped and finished all the food. And I felt it's actually wrong. I felt he was just joking. I saw that, man, if she eats before and you visit where she's been fed, you would think Iraq and Iran just fought. All the food you see it on my woman's body, on her own face, on the floor, everywhere. But in this case, there was no atom of that food remaining. My fiance said, that means if you go and look for all these banana flavored foods, that means she will like it. Well, that day, that was actually why myself and wifey had to join, we had to go out. They said that we can find lots of that food in one mall in Olora. They call it Westgate Mall. We visited the mall and we got to the baby food section, and a lot of food there, banana flavored food. So we got a lot of them, these hands food, banana flavor. We got just 2, and Gaba rice. Before we used to get Gaba rice, one other flavor, but this time we got banana flavor. So we just got it to just check. We got all the different foods that have banana flavor. Do you know, this same Nicole finished all these flavors. They finished the food and she was eating the food and happily, right? Now, my point here is that wifey has just been able to solve a problem She alone doesn't pass through. She alone doesn't have. Loss and loss of mothers has the same issue. If you doubt me, check online. You see thousands of women on forums complaining that their babies don't eat the baby food that they've always fed to all their previous kids. All right. So this is actually what? A problem. Remember, it's actually a problem, solution, profit. So we have a problem. Now we're talking about a solution which we'll be able to find. And then we're also going to talk about what? The profit, which is what you now get when you decide to now sell this solution. Is somebody getting me, please? I want you to be sure I'm making a point here and I'm not just talking to myself. If I'm making a point and you are following and you can't wait to get all these secrets, make some noise on the chat box. She did watch wait. No, she wasn't watching wait, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, so that's it. That's problem number one, my daughter, how we're going to find out what not just a problem we pass through, we having in our household, the problem lots of other mothers are also having, right? So that's actually a solution. I'll get to the point where I will talk about the solution proper, how you can package that solution, you know, how you can profit from that solution. And believe me, you don't need to be a mother to get this solution out to those mothers. Because if you have a wound on your leg, and a little boy of 10 years old that you would usually say, have you had this kind of wound before to know the situation? You know, tells you about a herb that he can pluck from the bush and squeeze in there and the thing goes. And it works. You can't say, get out. Why would you? I mean, you are interested in that solution. That was actually what anybody who has a problem wants, right? So, steps we took, and I've just talked about that. Nicole, sorry, not Nicole now. Another problem again is Jadel, not Nicole. This one shouldn't be Nicole. Jadel, our first daughter, Mona Chimso, she doesn't sleep early, all right? And she goes to school. She doesn't sleep early. She's like 9:30, 9:30, 10. So 10:30. All right, you know, she will sleep. When we're bringing her back from school, she sleeps in the car, and then when you lay her down, she wakes up around 4, and then she doesn't sleep. Now, the problem is that we want her to go on bed. Now, the problem with not sleeping early is when you wake her up around that 6:30 to go and bathe and start get ready for school, she's weak. She becomes weak. Throughout that day, she'll be very weak, and when she goes to school, she sleeps. This is something we don't want. Now, I thought it's just a normal isolated case, you know. Until wifey came one day and told me she saw a woman who is selling a solution. He calls it a 2-week challenge on how to make your baby sleep on time without having to hit her, without having to, you know, because some of these, some person will say, beat her, let her cry, and then go to bed. No, how long will you beat her? So without having to beat her, I said, man, what the fuck is happening here? I said, man, I'm going to go for this. She just told me this casually. You know, that was actually the reason why I had to go and download Instagram. You know, I used to have an Instagram account, but I've never posted there. I have over 1,000 followers. So I downloaded it. I even realized that was actually when I realized I had over 1,000 followers. I downloaded it. I saw that, you know, I started searching to find, because my wife said she can't find, you know, that same woman that was selling that thing. She saw it in the middle of the night and I was asleep. She couldn't show me. So by the time she woke up in the morning, you know, it must have gone out of her, you know, timeline. So I joined Instagram and started searching for a lot of hashtags until I found this lady who is seriously killing it, helping women help their children sleep on time. What she does is a 2-week course. She charges you 10,000 naira and you enroll on the course. And in that 2 weeks, the second week, you see a lot of testimonies that people say, oh, my child will just come and go to bed. My child will just come and go to bed. She sleep by 6:30, she sleep by 7:30, so that they sleep very well. Even if you have to wake them up by 6, they wake up very agile. They bathe and then they go. That means when they wake up, it becomes easier for you to even, you know, carry on with every other thing, because when they are asleep, brush them is hard, to bathe them is hard, but when they are agile, you see that it becomes very easy for you. They go to school, they are agile, they pay attention and they learn, you know. So what I did was I enrolled her into this you know, challenge, and she I enrolled her. She took it, and we found out that Jadel started going to bed on her own. By 7:30 now, 8:30, mommy, I want to sleep. Mommy, I want to sleep. Or you just see her watching whatever and sleep off. Mind you, we didn't give any vitamin, we didn't give any drug, we didn't put anything on her ear, we didn't add anything to her clothes. It's just some psychological mind games. And I never knew at that point that we weren't the only one having that same issue. It was when I found that the Instagram page of that lady that's got thousands of women in Nigeria, in your household, in your company, your street, have the same issue. That's actually a problem. Now we've gone ahead to get the solution. How do we profit from this? That is where we are going to. So the steps involved, the whole summary of this whole thing is you find hot evergreen products, all right, which is not actually what you should do. That's after you must have gotten the problem. You found a problem. There are problems scattered everywhere, and people think it's only how to make money that's actually people's problem. They think it's actually how to make a woman, how to, have better sex is actually a man's problem. No, there are thousands and thousands of problems that if I mention it now, you just, pull up your hair and say, wonderful, what have I been thinking all this while? And I'll have to give you one right now, all right? Now, I've hardly heard anybody talk about tetanus, T-I-T-N-U-S, that ear problem. That seems like a ringing sensation in the ear. The truth is, many Nigerians have that problem. Many of them. All right, that is one. Then two, talk about kids. All right. If you are a mom and you are an African, you would understand that a lot of a lot of people want a male child. No matter how you want to cover it up with civilization, the African thing will always be there. A lot of us want a male child. Right? Now the truth is, in our marriage class, they brought I don't know what they call them, to come and show us how to get a male child. I didn't pay attention because I think, well, what's there? Male child comes fine, it doesn't come fine. But I never took it serious. But one of my friends, the wife just gave birth even yesterday, a baby boy. They gave birth to the first baby girl. They were so keen about baby child. They brought out that where he made a note of all those things they thought of. And it's just nothing. How to time yourself. You just have to time yourself. Download an app and time yourself. He downloaded the app, timed herself. The guy timed himself. Boom, a male child. Right? And now you can help people who have this issue solve this problem, and they will make money for it. Now let us go back to these Facebook guys and stuff. How are they solving problem? I didn't even mention that. How did Facebook solve problem? How did Linda AKG solve problem? All right, let me just put those guys on screen once again and look at how they were able, the problem they are solving, and how that is translates to money for them. Now Facebook is solving problem of connectivity, connection. I stay here now. I can connect with my cousin in Germany and talk 24 hours of the day, not waiting for him to come back. That's Facebook. Now, how does Facebook make his money? When you log into Facebook, for example, you see ads by the side. Those are how Facebook makes his money. And if you don't know, right? I talked about Buhari and Facebook, how Facebook makes money using Buhari, right? Now, this is it. I love discussing politics on Facebook. You love discussing football, Chelsea, Man U, right? I love discussing. I always mention Buhari. Now Facebook have some algorithms. They tend to group you in a category where you talk about a particular topic mostly. I talk about Buhari. Then they know Buhari is about politics. I talk about Trump. Then they know Trump is about is the US president. Now they group me in politics. You talk about Man U, Manchester, Leicester, and all that. Now they group you in sports, right? Good. Now they've grouped us all in these things based on what we talk about. All the information will fed Facebook. When you're registering, you told them you're a man, you are 28 years old, you live in Lagos, you are married, a whole lot of other information, right? Now, when advertisers, those who give Facebook money, not you because you use Facebook for free, when advertisers now come, Mark Zuckerberg and his crew will now sell this data to these advertisers and tell them, oh, you have a sports betting platform. That means these persons who will have grouped under sports will likely be interested in what you do, right? So you can run ads to them and pay us. That's basically what Facebook does, and that's how it makes its money, all right? So when you're not running your ad, Facebook not tell you choose sports guys. You not choose sports guys, and your ad will show to sports guys, all right? Now you think you using Facebook without paying Facebook. It's not from your data. It's not from the data you recharge, the data you using. I said, no. Facebook has nothing to do with the data. What the data they want are those information you give them, those comments you make, the kind of friends you keep. Facebook group you in a group and then sell that information to an advertiser. I heard sometime that a company wanted to sue Facebook for selling people's data, but that's by the way, they didn't force you to register on Facebook, and you can X your account anytime you like. So that's how this guy makes and what over 74 billion naira. What about Dangote? Dangote knows there's a problem with what do you call it? Building. All right. He knows people want cement. He set up a cement company. And that is why everybody in Nigeria, every human being in Nigeria, in one way or the other, uses Dangote cement or sugar. All right. And you pay to use all these things. You pay directly to use these things, right? Now, with the advent and craziness of sports in Nigeria, Akin Alabi knows people would be very emotional and sentimental in supporting and even putting money to support their football club. So he set up NairaBet, and that makes him millions of naira weekly. Linda Ikeji knows that you have to gossip. People love reading gossips. Oh, Omotola Jalade's brat tore today and he exposed his oranges, and he posted on his blog. And you go there and you read and you think it ends there. You think Linda does prostitution to make all those money to buy 500 million naira worth of home in Banana Land? No. As you come there, thousands of other people come there. All right. Businesses, brands, they know the kind of person that love Linda Ikeji's blog. Now they pay Linda Ikeji millions to have their advert on that blog. All right. And I know in 2014, Linda was doing 26 million naira every month from bonus advertisers pay her to have their products listed on Linda Ikeji. The same thing with Adenuga. Every local government has a glow mast in Nigeria. That means he makes money from every local government in Nigeria. The same thing with late Otumba Gaddafi. She knows shit business is a serious business. So she set up mobile toilets, and that made him millionaire before he passed on. AY knows that Nigeria has a lot of issues and people need to laugh. And people can even pay almost $1 million for a table to just sit down and watch people talk, crack jokes and laugh. All right? Shehu Osewa of Nairaland knows people who like to gossip. By the way, folks in Nairaland are just crazy guys. They go there and cause themselves. That's where I learned things like Flatinos. They call Igbos Flatinos. They say Igbos have flat heads. Then they call Yoruba guys Afonjas. You know, they have those guys are just crazy. But why they do all those things and talk all those nonsense? These guys ads on top. People pay him to place ad there, and that what makes him all these monies. All right, so he makes money and he's actually a millionaire. I heard in 2009, Zenith Bank offered him 11 million naira to post ads. Then he wasn't running direct ad, he was running Google AdWords ad then to post ad on his blog, and he refused on his side then. But right now he does direct ad and he makes millions from it, right? So this is how these guys make money, because they are able to identify problems. Then they come in to provide a solution, which is where I want you to come in. But now you don't need all these millions they have to set up all this multi-million dollar business. You can start small and still make millions. That is actually where I'm taking you to. All right? So let's continue. So who is still there with me? So I know I'm not talking to myself. We have identified a problem. Remember? So what is the problem now? We have identified a problem. So we are going to look for a product that will be evergreen. When I say evergreen, a product that will keep serving that need till thy kingdom come. Not something they will use at a point and stop. All right? A product that will be evergreen to satisfy that problem. We're not talking about you. Who is the solution provider? You are in the solution floor aiming to make the profit. And I'm going to show you how that will happen. So we're going to find a hot product for this. Then we'll create a funnel. Sorry, when I say funnel, it's not that funnel you use in putting fuel in your gen. A funnel that lets people, a funnel, something you create once and forget it, that takes people into your, tell people about your, people having problems, about the fact that you have the solution, you sieve them to the people that want it, and then get to a point where they pay you money. These things happen in automation, right? Then we activate the marketing process, which can be automated. Then we'll monitor. That's all we basically need to be doing. All right? That's all we basically need to be doing. Find hot products. What makes a product hot? And what makes a product evergreen? Examples. I'm going to give you examples of some physical products. Right now, this doesn't only apply to physical or physical products. It can also apply to digital products, right? Now, if, for example, you have a solution to a baby's sleeping on time. Definitely is not going to be a physical product, except you have a vitamin, multivitamin, which is not what I think they want. It's going to be something like a digital product, a PDF, and a video. Now, you don't need to be all professional to get this done. For a PDF, bring out your Microsoft or type whatever you type. What I mean by typing is, what step did you take to have that done for somebody you know or your child? List everything down. Step 1, do this. Make sure you are explaining to the person like he doesn't know anything about it from Adam. Step 2, do this. Explain everything. Convert it to PDF. You have a PDF to sell to them. Now, don't say, do people buy PDF? Please don't be that dumb, right? Don't ask questions. People don't care about the format, the information they want to buy. They are interested in the information you provide them. They don't care about the format, all right? An example of some of these products is skincare. If you know something somebody can do in their home, easily accessible products they can bring together to form a skincare product. You can put that down in a video, show yourself in a video. Now you have a phone. You can record yourself putting all those things together. Now, this is the first thing you do. Put it here. Make sure you put 2 spoons. Don't exceed 2 spoons. Now, put salt and make sure you boil for 3 seconds. If you say 3 seconds, you spoil it. Everything, you just list everything down. You produce that in a video. That's all. Upload to YouTube and make it private, and you can send to people when they pay. Add them, and then they would watch it. That's all, right? Now, the same thing you can do with your PDF, right? If somebody has an issue, if somebody has a problem, they don't care how the information is relayed to them. What they care about is that solution you bring them. That instead of doing a video as well, you can write everything down in a PDF and convert to PDF in a Microsoft Word, convert to PDF, and you have something ready to sell, right? Now, if it's also a physical product, you can bring in, like we have in our mini importation, you go anywhere, bring them in, and then you sell. The same system. Whether a physical product or a digital product, what matters is that you are providing a solution to that problem that will give rise to your profit. Isn't that sweet? You are providing a solution to that problem that will give rise to your profit. This is the same strategy every business takes. But how you can individualize that and bring them down to suit our level is the problem. And that's actually what I'm doing for you today. All right? Health products, take it or leave it. They are a product I would always sell. Weight loss tea, weight loss routine. Now, it mustn't be tea. This my friend's wife that just gave birth has a fan page. I will give you the name of the fan page. Healthy Lifestyle with Chigo. Go and search for it on Facebook. Healthy Lifestyle with Chigo, right? What she does in this fan page is that she charges 5K. She was charging 5K earlier. And then she sends you what to do every morning via WhatsApp. Once you pay for 5K, she asks you on WhatsApp and then tells you what to do every morning. On that morning, she updates the WhatsApp and you go and do that thing. And you see people testifying after 2 weeks, shedding weight, dropping weights. So it mustn't be weight loss tea. All right? If weight loss tea is the product you have, perfect, because it's still the same funnel, the same way, the same thing you sell, the same thing you say. That's exactly what you say to sell each and every of these products. Hair growth products. Some persons might know what to mix in their home to make their hair grow. You can put that down in PDF. Fine. If that's not true, if you don't know anything like that, you can go source for this product from these platforms, AliExpress, 1688, and what have you, right? Diabetes. Somebody just posted on Facebook that they said 2 green leaves. Enugu man discovers 2 green leaves that kill diabetes entirely. And that could be true. There may be 2 green leaves that might be in your backyard that you don't even know about. How to you don't even know that you can mix these 2 green leaves, squeeze them, put kankai in it, drink it, and then it will kill your diabetes. You don't know that. Now, this guy doesn't need to start doing the green leaves if he doesn't want to. He can just put down this information and sell to whoever that wants a solution. Now, that person that has diabetes and is convinced with what this guy is bringing to him doesn't need to say, oh, it's not a product. Why not give me the product? When you can actually access the product, at your backyard, right? So, security products is another one, all right? If you know how to prevent your child from being kidnapped without any gadget or whatever, do that. And I want to give you an example, something very crazy right now. If you have a physical product to sell, please, first of all, sell a digital product and then sell a physical product to complement that. I have to get water now, please. And if you are following, just put F on the chat box. Don't worry, I'm I'm almost rounding up. But I'm going to be talking about the most important part right now. Okay. So we have health products, security products, vagina tighteners. If you have anything that can tighten vagina, some persons say there's a way you mix along with something, and it can tighten vagina after delivery. That's the solution. Womb cleaners. This is a problem. Some persons, when they have miscarriages or whatever, or their womb is not toned well, to keep a pregnancy. Some of them have miscarriages. Now there are leaves, grandmas in the village give that help you get this done. All right. If you have that solution, you have profits. You're leaving money on the table, right? Now, step 2, you create the funnel. Definitely, when I say funnel, don't think it. Don't stress it. Don't stress it. The moment you start overthinking it, you kill the enthusiasm. And killing enthusiasm means killing millions of naira that would have come to your bank account. You don't want that to happen to you, right? What you basically need is just a domain name. What's the domain name? Go to whogohost.com, upperlink.com, sign up a domain name. .com.ng cost about 1,250 to 3,009. .com costs about 3,000. So it's nothing you can't afford, right? You have to get a domain name that reflects what you are doing. If, for example, you're selling something on how to get your baby to sleep, you can say babyearlysleepmiracle.com.ng. You just register that. This is just off my head right now. I don't know if it's available, but it should. All right. So just register a domain name. Get a hosting from the same company. You get the domain name. Guarantor sells hosting. Google Host sells hosting. And hosting costs as low as 125 naira per month. Now don't pay per month. Just since 125 naira, 125 times 12 should be about 2,000 naira. So just pay and get your hosting. Know that you're not doing any. And domain name is you want to pay. You don't pay till next year. So just pay another 2,000, 3,000 naira. I know that you're not paying again till next year. So you mind and focus on promoting your business and making money. Not business, not even promoting. Getting more persons who are likely to be interested to join your funnel to buy your product. All right? Get an autoresponder. This could be something like optional, but please go get it. And I'll tell you the reason. Autoresponder means that you are grabbing those people information. Let's say 1,000 persons sees your information. They're interested. Those 1,000 persons join, right? And then automatically 100 persons back. You make profit. You are doing well. You are balling, right? But what about those 900 persons? What if you didn't collect their information? They would have just gone like that. But if you have their information, there could be some reasons they didn't buy immediately. It could be as a result of as a result of I don't have money at that moment. They've not paid my salary. They might be interested in it. But if you have them in your autoresponder and you program a message, the message will keep reminding them. And once that their salary lands, they go and get from you. So you have to get autoresponder and line up messages in the autoresponder to be able to go ahead and do this what you should do, right? Then put the content together. This is easy as well. Now people overstress this thing. I'm not a copywriter. I'm not no. If you want to talk to copywriters like my friend Ronan Zimora, right now you should be able to charge you $1 million to write copies for you, but you don't need that for a start. Except you've gone multinational, you have that money and you know you can make times 20 or 200 of that money. If not, you can make do with the steps I'm about to show you right now. Now, in writing your copy, just place a picture of that person that has the problem in your front and make it look like the solution is inside the room. Sorry, it's downstairs. And you have the solution. You want to convince him you want to talk to him. Just talk to him and he'll be listening. He'll be as in he's just looking at you, not saying a word and listening. They want to make him say a word and say, oh, in fact, I beg, go and get it for me. I want to give you 5,000 naira. Let me pay you. Instead, let me pay you. You can get it for me. That's actually what your copy do for you. You don't need to follow any pattern or anything. Just write like you are trying to convince somebody that in this your solution, the end to their problem lies. That's all. Write it and you do very well in that. I've told people this and they've gone out to kill it and make figures, 4, 5, 6, 7 figures from something they don't even think that is possible, right? Then activate the marketing process, and this can be automated. Very. It can be automated because when your funnel is up and your advert is running, for example, on Facebook, or your advert is somewhere on Instagram, or your advert is somewhere on Sun News or Vanguard running, and you are sleeping and dozing away, people are joining your funnel, people are reading up your stuff, people are buying your stuff, joining your funnel, and getting your automated messages. It's likely that you're doing nothing. All right. If it's a digital product you're selling using platforms like Paystack. Now, if I have a question, type that down in your chat box, in the chat box there. I'll take all of that towards the end of the training. So if you have a question there, you have to stay behind and make sure I get that point and then take your question, right? Now, using a platform like Paystack, people can even buy and download without talking to you, right? As I'm talking to you now, people are buying my digital products and they are downloading it without talking to me. What I only get is an email because I disable my SMS. I get an email. You've made a sale. You've made a sale. You've made a sale, right? So this is exactly what I'm talking about. You actually can automate this thing to at least 80% so that you can rest and go on holidays and your marketing will be going for, even if it means you doing even small thing on it. It means maybe people paying to your bank and send you SMS or email and then you just copy, oh, thank you for ordering, go to this link to download. They just go to the link and they download. So it's good. Then if it is something that digital products are selling, then I talk about shipping and all that, and I cover most of that in my mini importation class, so to speak. Now let's see how this go in real life. Okay. 2 years ago, I was with a friend in Magodo area of Lagos. His name is Osas, and then he will always joke with me. He always joke with me and say, guy, you don't get bad hair, though, you know. I touched my hair. I mean, it's nothing really bad. I say, guy, baby, like say you go get bad hair later. Make you try to control them now. I say, guy, what's the worry yourself? I go home. That joke kept disturbing my head and slapping me and disturbing me. And I mean, I said, man, what is the problem? Is this guy sure? I asked my wife, is it true that I have to buy a bike? My wife said, don't mind that guy. He's a liar. He's just joking, you know. But I never took my wife serious though. I thought maybe he doesn't want his man to feel bad. But I know, I finally know it was actually a lie. But then I went in search of, I started wondering, why would this disturb me that much? If it disturbed me that much, it means those guys having bad hair, if they find a solution, they will go for it. It disturbs them as well. Just that they want to make it look like they're comfortable, right? So I went in and I found a product that helps destroy bad hair. I read the history. I even found an ancient history on how they found this product. You know, the history is very funny. You know, there's a particular product that's used on hypertensive patients. So when they administer this product on hypertensive patients, they now notice that those hypertensive patients started growing hairs in most parts of their body. No, they now took that particular product into a more chemical analysis, and discovered that it contains something that grows the hair. They now use it to form bald hair products. That's how the product you see on the screen right now came to be. You know. So I got this product. I created a funnel, just like I'm talking to you right now, and I started selling this product. I sold the hell out of it. And then at the point, I had to even do OEM. I had to even brand it to my own brand. I won't tell you my name of my brand, so that when you see it tomorrow on Facebook, don't say, oh, this is the brand part I was talking about. But definitely, you can do all that. You can do all that. I gave a tip on that in my Ecom Tycoon course, and you can pick up that course if you haven't on ecomtycoon.com. Ecom, ECOM. CYCOON.com. Go there, you can pick up the course. It shows you how to get this branding done on your products, and so that you stand different and appear very, very serious in the marketplace. So that's how I actually got selling this product. It got to a point. I shared this story with Osas someday because he's an agent, estate agent. He got me all the properties I have in Lagos, even my office and where I'm staying right now. You know, I shared it. He said, wow, really? It's not true. That was actually how that guy learned importation, and that is how he makes money today. Today, he never stops talking about me. Say, Pat, you gave me something that puts food on my table. That agent work may not come in 3 weeks. You might not sell anything in 3 weeks. You might not find a house in 3 weeks. You might not find a buyer in 3 weeks or all that. But this keeps giving, he doesn't even give it all his time, but keep putting food on his table 24 hours of the day. And he has taken it even to another level by selling a beard growth cream. Now, it mustn't be a physical product. If you know how to mix that, and all that, fine. Let me tell you something. Even on YouTube, there are things you can mix together to make home Viagras. You can make Viagras at home with normal thing. You bring this carrot, you bring this one, mix them together, you drink it, and you have a Viagra, no side effects. If you can put these things in PDF or video, then you can sell it to people who want it, and the profit will come to you. Is somebody following me? That's the hair loss product treatment spray. So who needs this? Majorly young women and men. I don't want to go there. So physical products, it can be this camera, USB camera that helps you record what happens in your home in this day and time when housemates kill and treat our kids badly, you need this in your house. Now, all you need is just to create a simple funnel. A simple funnel. And I have a simple funnel. I don't know if I should take you through the funnel. Let me see if somebody wants to, find out if I should take them through the funnel. Oh, Paul said my network is beginning to fuck up. Network, Paul, please rewind and make sure you're following. Should I take you through the funnel? Yes, on the chat box, and I'll know. I will open up my funnel, one of the funnels, and take you through the funnel. Should I take you through the funnel, or I should continue and end this trading very fast? Okay. Yes. They are saying yes. All right. I must commend you. You're making comprehensive point. Thank you, Gochkun Name. Yes, sir. Oh, I don't know. Should I take you through this funnel? Well. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can take you through this funnel. Watch. Absence. Let me see. I want to pull up the. That will take our time. Oh. Okay, I won't show you. I'll just read out some of the information. Okay, let me just show you. I will just scan through. I'm not going to waste more time there. I'll scan through because I want to end this training in the next 10 minutes, right? Or 5-10 minutes, yeah? So I'll just skim through and then show you how you can do that as well. Can you see the screen right now? If you can see the screen right now, make some noise. Can you see the screen? If you can see the screen, let me see a noise. Make something on the chat box. Yes. I'm on. Yaya Fatai. Nobody is seeing the screen. Lekon Aranciola, are you not seeing the screen? SS Samuel, are you not seeing the screen? You're not saying that Lozier, are you not seeing the screen? If you are seeing the screen, let me see. Let me hear on the chat box. If you can see the screen, let me hear. Make some noise. Just put S on the chat box. Good. Who else can see the screen? Yeah, good. Okay, so let me just run through. Okay, I said how I found out. This is just a casual story, so anybody can do this, right? Okay, let me just go through how I found out my child was being maltreated severely by my trusted house help of over 4 years. This is a makeup story, but marketers are storytellers, and there's nothing wrong. It's not against any law to tell stories that are not far-fetched to sell a product, right? And then I put a picture. This is a video that trended online about a house help who maltreated and dealt with this baby. You can go and search on YouTube. You see a lot of videos on that. Yeah, my wife is a busy person. This is painting a picture of what happens, virtually in every home. She has a 9-to-5 job or business that takes much of her time. You do not have the time either as a man. Even if you do, it's not in our culture to babysit. This is what happens in Nigeria. So the next thing that comes to mind is to go hire a house help. You find someone by yourself or by recommendation. She looks so innocent, like a born again. Next thing, you bring her home and call her house help, right? This is common. You are not alone. But what if I tell you that just only about 2% of people who walk this path get lucky? And that's according to a research study carried out by the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons. The rest simply expose their family, lives, and everything to a total stranger. If anyone tells me they are both before April of last year, I would almost swear with my grandfather's grave that I've got the best house help in the world. Blessing has been with us for 4 years. Blessing, that's her name. She was recommended by her husband's best friend, by my husband's best friend. We took her to our pastor who prayed. I mean, this is what happens normally, right? So just the story. But at the end of the day, you find out that we end up talking about how to get that product that solves the problem, right? And that product you can import. Okay, so we are still getting a bit of mini importation here. So that product we can import. If you have a digital product on how this can be done, you can sell your digital product as well, right? So don't overthink this. Don't make it look like, oh, it's big, it's something you cannot do. No, don't think there's nothing you cannot do in this process I've explained. You can write this thing, just sit down and write it like any stories that are not far-fetched, that is believable. Just write, and that becomes your funnel. Let's get back to the slide. So let's get back to the slide and conclude that part of this the training. Trying to pull up the slide. Okay, a Wi-Fi security, yeah. Okay, so who are they for and all that? So that's something you should already know. Then step I would take, register your domain name, catjamonawares.com, for example. Any domain name that's suggested for what you're doing, right? I could say my baby security. All right, secure my baby, watch over my baby, you know, baby vigilance, anything that comes to your head, right? .com.ng, any domain name you want to go with, right? .com or .com.ng, anyone. Come up with a realistic story like the one I just read. I just give you a glimpse of. Set up the autoresponder messages, please. You can use sendpause.com as an autoresponder and it'll be good. There's no, or use a get response or Aweber. The first month, the good thing is the first month in these autoresponders are free. So that by second month, you must have started making money and you can pay the $10 that you're required, right? Put everything up online, right? Then start running ads. Run ads, Facebook ads, what they call it, Sun News, Punch, anywhere you can get traffic from. Linda EKG, anywhere you can get traffic from. Right? But that will somehow like seem like confusing. Well, it shouldn't, especially. But if it does, here's how I can make it further easy for you. But before I tell you how, you know, you can further simplify this to, you know, jump on it and start result immediately. Let me just take you through some, you know, some figures, right? You are selling a product. Let's say you've decided to write something on baby, how babies can go to bed early, or how babies to make baby receive food at home, or how you can get your baby to sleep on time, whatever. Anything. I know anything about baby sell because the women would allow the husband rest until he gets a solution. That's what I passed through in my wife's hand, and it's just natural. It's not her fault. You know, they tend to love their kids, and that's normal. After all, they carry them in their womb for 9 months. Even though we men have been carrying our own since God created us, and nobody gives us credit for that. So, what I'm actually saying is, assuming you're selling an item for $35, no, have something I call an upsell. It necessarily do not need to directly relate to your front end. Front end is that first thing you sell to them for $35, right? Now that guy, for example, that woman, for example, sold us food recipes for babies for $35, an ebook for $35. Now I want to give you something that would blow your mind. Assuming 20,000 persons see your funnel, 10,000 persons subscribes, and 1% of 10,000 is about 100 buys your product for $335. By every standard, you've made over 2,000% profit on that go, on that, right? Not to say that so long your ad keep running, you keep making money, right? Now you've made 35 times 100, about 350K, right? This you can do in a month, in a week, but thereabout, depending on how hungry you are, because me, I'm very, very hungry, right? Now it shouldn't stop there. That guy that sold that thing to us left a lot of money on the table because I am a good customer and I bought his product and I love his product. I've been convinced that what he has in his head and everything he should have should work. Now what I'll need to do is to think of what that same person would want. Any product that you would give him or her that he would buy, you think one out of every 5 would always buy, right? Now, if I were him, what I would do is I would go and look for recipes that I can preserve and dry, whatever. Because recipes, not everybody can get all those recipes, definitely. Now you can package all this recipe and sell it for 25K. It could take you like 5,000 naira to package it, so you can sell it for 25K. And then because they bought from you, they can easily pay you, and you send this recipe to them, and you make maybe another 10,000 naira profit on each of them. Let's say you sell 100 copies on your front end, this back end, without running any ad, without doing anything. Let's say out of that 100%, because the conversion rate is going to be really high this time. Let's say 10 people, 10%, by 10% of 100 is about 10. 10 times 10, 10,000 is 100,000 without running any further ad. I'm just giving you a very small, I'm using a worst case scenario here. But these figures can run into 7 figures if you do your game, if you do your homework well, right? So making 1 million, 2 million from just one funnel is very easy. You can bring in upsells, loading a lot of upsells with this and sell more of these things. And these things, businesses use them. Businesses use them, right? If you buy something on Konga, for example, you see they show you, oh, you also be interested in this. You see something showing below, right? If you the other day we bought seaway water, and there was a banner on the seaway water advertising another product of Seaway. I think their machine or something. You know, they thought you might need to change your machine or you need an engineer. And funny enough, we had our machine had a problem. I have to call the number there. The guy came, charged 25K to fix it. Sorry, 15K to fix it. Now, they didn't spend any of that in getting that. That is upsell. Businesses use this, and we can use that in our own small business to make more money. As a matter of fact, the more monies are made in the upsell. Because if somebody buys a product of 3.5, you've won them. They've won your confidence. Now, if you sell them something for 100,000 naira, they will likely buy. So long you have some. If somebody, I mean, you have recipes now. If somebody can sell that banana recipe, dry that my wife can be, that can just wave it to my wife here and you pay, and she will buy it at any price. All right. So that's one secret a lot of people leave on the table. Like that lady that sold that book to us, right? She left that because there are a lot of things we would need, even if it's not about recipe. He knows this woman has children. All right. If she has a product on how to make your baby sleep on time and we don't have a solution yet, we will buy it. If she has a product on how to make your baby speak fine and not speak blah, blah, blah language, we will buy it. So that's actually what we call upsell. And that's actually where most of the big monies are made. All right. Now, you are selling 100 things. You have 20,000 people coming to your funnel. Sorry, 10,000 people coming to your funnel. 100 people buy on the spot, and you're selling for 35. I'm not saying for 35. You must sell 35. You must sell for 10,000. I sell this product as high as 50,000, 20,000, depending on the quality of the information. Not even the how it's transmitted, right? When I say you're selling for 35, 100%, but you've made 350,000 naira cool cash, right? Remember that you still have, out of those 10,000, you still have 9,900. Meaning you can still selling them mails, and you keep converting them to customers with time. So at the end of the day, from the whole of that 10,000, you might end up selling to up to 500 or 1,000 persons, or even 3,000, 4,000 persons. And that's big money for you. That is why I talk about building a funnel and having your autoresponder so that you have all these people and not a one-time hit and one-time run, right? Okay, so we've been with me for the past 1 hour. We took notes. Agree with me that it's been a time well spent. Now I have something I think you should be interested in, and this thing is something I don't want to be working with everybody. I want to be working with people I think are really interested in getting great results, right? People I think are really interested in getting great results. So if you are there and you care for great results, then you have to pay rapt attention here. Pay undiluted, undivided attention. With the information I've given you, with all the sketches I've just given you, yeah, you can go ahead and put in all those things into practice, and the truth is you will see some results, right? But what I would not guarantee is that you don't see results, you don't guarantee a time to your results. You can start seeing results, you can start results next year, or next month, or next 3 years, or next 2 weeks, or next 5 months. But well, some people will say, well, what matters is seeing results. But then, if you must see results, why would it come in next 2 weeks? Why take that long, right? But however, like my father would say, why eat a frog if you must eat one? Frog is nothing somebody eats. I've not seen anybody that eats it, but my Igbo people will say, if you call me a frog eater, then I'll have to eat a big one so that I'll be very proud to answer one. As Oriawo Orien Kebaraba, so that about Oriawo, he would gladly agree to that. So a less than hour webinar may not be enough for everybody to learn everything, right? Because everybody learns differently, and that is the truth. All right, because some of you already are complaining about it. I'm going to take your question. I'm just rounding up in the next 2 minutes, so that I'll hit straight to your question and then call it a day. Yeah, everybody learns differently. Yeah, who else agree with me that it's not easy to learn all these things, to hit the ground running and start making that 5, 6, 7 figures in a short time? Who else agree with me? If you agree with me, let me get a yes on the chat box. If you agree with me, let me get a yes on the chat box. I have to get a yes on the chat box. I would get back to your question soon. Just hold on. I'll get back to your question soon. Yeah, somebody's asking a question. Who else agree with me? So I continue. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry. If you agree with me, put G on the chat box. G to stand for agree. So I would put it on the chat. I'll put it on the chat box there. I just want to get 1 G and I will continue. Who else agrees with me? Who else? Who else? Who else agrees with me? Does it mean nobody agrees with me? You have to agree with me or I won't continue. Wonderful. So I have a lot of G's now. That's good. That's good. Okay. Let me continue right now. Imagine there's a platform where I provide an avenue that provides an avenue to work directly with me and maybe my team. Yes, my team, because some of the things you'll be needing, you have some persons who would just do them for you from my team. You know, we would help you set up everything up and running, the whole process, right? We'll help you, we'll guide you, right? I want to guide you in setting up your first funnel so that you can do multiples of that. Imagine one funnel making you 200, 300,000 as that's small, right? And then you have 10 of those funnels. Being that you don't have to go to work and get with hose and knife to work on this funnel. No, it's something you just have to set up once and for all and then make sure it runs itself, right? So that the trial and error are drastically reduced and you are launching to the easiest route to making your year superb. Would you be interested? And imagine if it's possible to literally do almost, like I'll guide you to doing almost all the work for you, give you a link to the hottest selling evergreen products or ideas in case of these two products. If you have any, bring it. So I will help you polish it and evaluate it and make sure it's hot and something to push out to the market and something that will make you money. All right? So you don't have to go through all the rigors of finding them yourself. Even if you find them yourself, then we'll be there to make sure we'll help you fine-tune them, make sure that it's something that would make you money, make sure that you don't fall into the hole. If you fall into the hole like the guy on red there, we'll always help you pull you out, right? Imagine literally helping you set up the system up. How about that? If you think that is something you want to hear, can I get a H and H on the chat box? If you think that is something you want to hear, if you think I should bring this to you, can I get an H on the chat box so that I continue, right? Wonderful. So I'm going to continue, right? I'm basically giving you something that would help you print money like this, even though there's nowhere to print money, but we'll give you something that would help you literally print money. A machine that will literally print money for you. So if you want such license, type in W in the comment box, a license to print money. If you want it, type in W in the chat, in the comment box. I want to make sure you want to hear from me, else there's no point. Wonderful, wonderful. So, wonderful. So, actually, I'm bringing you the license in form of something that will make the rest of your life smoke and rock. A platform that would easily help you build a business that can make you at least $1 million monthly if you are hungry. Not just say, oh, I'm interested, but then you're not hungry for it. If you are hungry like I am, then this is for you. How many of you want it? Of course, we all should want it, right? Now, let's assume you make 8,000 to 10,000 naira profit from each of the digital or physical products that solves a problem that are making you profits, right? After every expenses. How many of such products do you think you need to sell to hit 1 million naira? Pull out your calculator. You need just 100 pieces or 100 pieces to hit 1 million naira in a month, and that can be done easily. That is freaking possible. And the sweetest part is the process can be automated so that you rarely get involved, right? I told you, while I'm in the village grooving my Xmas, my digital products around are selling. Money getting into my account, like those screenshots you see out there. If you follow everything, you will learn from the PSP Academy. I am actually launching something I call the PSP Academy. This academy is something that should make you want to shout like this baby on the screen right now. Have your hand on your jaw and scream loud. Like my daughter Mona, she screams a lot. What? Imagine helping you in the entire process, setup process, not just the import process in case you are doing the physical product thing. Helping you come up with a matching domain helping you, guide you through registering it for 1 year. You know, imagine helping you and guiding you, doing a convincing selling story. You have to critique your story, but you have to write it yourself, right? I want you to write it. I don't want to write for you, so that when you are doing the next one, you have to rely on me. But write for you. I will now help you and tell you where you got it wrong and what you need to do, right? Imagine not having to lose sleep over for a second, yet bank up to $1 million every month. It is possible. When I say $1 million every month, it is not as if I'm just joking. It's not even too much. Hit your chest and say, I can do this. You can. And that is why you are here. You can do it. It's not easy to be here. So if you are here and you still can't do it, then there's a problem. All right? So imagine, okay, some testimonials there from this guy they call Femstick. That name is difficult for me, but actually praising me. My head is just blowing up and all that. What products he sell and all that. So that's something I've been hearing from my teachings, right? Peter Anele, this is a great guy, a corporate guy that does a lot of coaching and consultancy. He has that for me. He calls me Floyd Mayweather 50-0. You are undefeated champ in this industry. Thank you. And this Prince Godfrey Labo, somebody I respect, even though we disagree on a lot of things, like on politics, but I respect him a lot. Yes, I do. Because he's one consistent guy I know that have always wanted and very keen on keeping it legit, right? And he gives kudos to who kudos is due for, right? Prince Labo, respect. And then if that doesn't convince you, I wonder why. I wonder what should be convincing you at this point. Here is what you want to get in the PSP Academy. What I want to give you in the PSP Academy. First, we'll enroll you into a 45 days online PSP Academy coaching. Within these 45 days, what we need to do is, help you, guide you, set up your PSP business. Like somebody asking, how do I set up my PSP business? In this academy, we'll guide you towards setting up your PSP business, right? Everything from the start to the finish. Now, we're not going to do everything, but we're basically going to be guiding you. Guiding means, oh, I'm doing this, Mr. Pat, this is what I'm doing. Look at, oh, don't do it like this. Okay, do it like this. Oh, you're wonderful. Go ahead. Do it. You're awesome. Like that. Give you a jealously guided list of 10 evergreen hot products. Niches now, not just products, niches. If you decide to go for the products, the physical products or the digital, it's up to you, right? We'll just give you all this, right? Then suggest a matching domain name for you. You have a product ready, suggest a domain name that sells your product. Now, if I say catch your cheating partner.com, the domain name alone sells what you're selling on the site. People don't even need to get to the site to know what you're doing on the site. So that's the kind of thing we do for you. And if you try to, think up domain before, you know that it's not actually easy as you think. All right? Help you with marketing. When I say helping you with marketing, I mean always giving you tips on how you can improve your marketing, right? We direct you on how to register your domain name for 1 year. If that is hard for you, we'll direct you. We'll guide you on how to host them for 1 year. And if I get too excited, I can host it for you for 1 year. As a matter of fact, I'm hosting that domain name for you for 1 year. If you are getting into the PSP Academy, we'll guide you on how to write a captivating matching story to sell one of your choice products. Why I said one is you write your story, send it to me via email. I critique it. I don't pity people when I critique it. I could cancel everything you write. I say, do it this way. Or I tell you, okay, change it this way, write this thing. That means by the time you go through all those my critiquing and knocking and everything, you become a pro in writing subsequent ones. Because my goal is not to make you have one funnel running, making 300. Even if the funnel is making $1 million, please make it 10 funnels. I'm making 10 million. I want that for you. All right. Guide you in writing 5 soap opera sequence autoresponder messages that you pump into the autoresponder that will continue bringing in customers and people that didn't buy immediately. They'll keep getting the email and all that, trying to convince them to buy and all that, right? And then we'll give you this software, a $197 Watts drag and drop Insta Builder software. This is actually the software. I'm not a web designer. I suck at web design. This is actually the software I used in designing the Ecom Tycoon website, ecomtycoon.com. You can check it out. This is what I use, and it's a drag and drop. It has a template. You just go there, pull out the template you want, type in what you want to type in, click save, and you are done with the software. That means if I popped into this page, you would have designed a software if you have your written copy already. So with this software known as Insta Builder, you can check how much it is sold. I give you the license, you can resell it, you can use it for multiple domains, right? Install it on your client's website or whatever. You have this for life, right? I give it to you. You can sell it. You can do whatever you want to do with it. I let you design your website, design your funnel. in a split of a second. It's very easy. This is for lazy guys like us that wants to still make money, right? The software is worth $197 and it's about 72,890 naira. You get it in the PSP Academy. Then what is this PSP Academy about? How do I jump in? That's actually what a lot of you are already gingling and they want to know. They want to know. I understand. Okay, real value for this PSP Academy is 231,500 naira. That means if you calculate all these values in red, take your time and calculate all these 30,000, 35,000, 5,000, 15,000, 5,000, 65, 45,000, 15,000, and 72,000. If you calculate all these things together, you get something like 231,000. But no, I'm not going to charge that. There's no point even lying to you. I'm not going to charge that, and I'm very serious about that, right? You'll be shocked by how much you can come in today if you are really, really ready. That means if you are among the 25 persons who want this today and want it real fast. 231,000 in value. Here's the plan. The PSP Academy will only admit 50 people in all. That means 50 persons will get access to the PSP Academy in each lifespan, right? But because I want to prove a point with a lesser number of persons, I'm opening access to 25 persons for a short time at a discounted price here. And the discounted price for these 25 persons is 74% discount, whopping 74% discount, which means they won't be paying 231,500 naira, but 25,999 naira. That's crazy. That means for 25,999 naira, I'll have you for 5 days in the PSP Academy. We'll have all these things I've listed here, one after the other. We will have all these things so that you can set up your PSP business and you can start making money as fast as you want it. For 24,000 naira, mind you, it is just for the first 25 persons. Then after the first 25 persons, we increase it for the next 25 persons, maybe to 100,000 or 150,000 naira, depending on my mood. Then, but for now, for the first 25%, you can get in. And if you look at the webinar window right now, if you're on PC, somewhere below the window, so if you're on phone, below the window screen, below the video window, if you are on PC, by your right hand side, you will see a pop out. You can just click on join now, and you can get in right now to be sure you are in the 25-man gang, right? So you don't be left out and maybe tempted to join the second 25 where you pay more. So take advantage right now. Go to ecomtycoon.com/PSP, ecomtycoon.com/PSP, or click on the link by the right hand side of your window if you're on PC, or below the video there is a link there that says join now. Click on it and you be onto the you can take advantage immediately without having to wait for me, without having to waste time, right? And if you do that right now, I'm going to give you a bonus. If I do that right now in this webinar, I'm going to give you a bonus. Right now, we still have a good number of you watching. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of you, right? A good number of you are still watching. Now, if you do that right now, I'm going to give you 2 awesome bonuses that will make you want to go naked and jump into the ocean. What are they? I'm going to give you something that I've not given out for free before. It's a 22,000 naira worth software. What it does is it costs your Facebook ad spend by 10%. The truth is you are going to be advertising on Facebook. Facebook is a huge advertising platform, but people spend a lot of money there. So I'm going to be giving you from that platform shows. I'm going to be giving you software that shows you where the people you are targeting are, so that you can just go there and meet them and pay lesser money. It's a powerful software you would blame yourself for not having. That means you get access to the PSP Academy right now. You are going to be getting this software as an additional bonus. If you leave out right now, if you leave out the training right now, you might not be able to get it, right? You might be able to get every other thing, but this one, you might not be able to get it. And that's just bonus 1 you get. The 2 is email container. How to write killer emails, right? You see me, I write mails, you read them, you know, you see thousands of mails in your inbox. You see my own, you open them, you open them, you read them. Why don't you ask yourself, why is this so? It is because I've been able to study a lot of courses on email marketing, and I've improved them. And this is one of the courses that would help you become an email marketing god. It's worth 10,000 naira. But if you jump in right now, you're going to get access to this course for absolute free, no question asked. If you get in right now at this training, it's a webinar only bonus. If you get in right now, you're going to get this free. If you are among the 25 persons now, you're going to get this free, right? This one and this email marketing course, email influencer for free, right? So altogether, you are getting a value worth over 266,200 naira for just 24,999 naira. But that's only if you act fast. So jump on right now before the 25 slots fly away. Go to www.ecomtycoon.com/PSP. ecomtycoon.com/PSP. The link is also by your webinar, beside your webinar. If you're PC, by the right hand side, if you're on phone, below the webinar window. Click on it and you will get in right now, no question asked. Now, let's think of it this way. If all this PSP Academy does for you is guarantee you a steady 6 to 7 figure monthly this year and beyond, would it be worth it? If it make you achieve those 4 goals you've always had, but have not been able to achieve them, would you think it would be worth it? Just 24,999 naira. Would you think it would be worth it? If it makes you the envy of folks around you, would it be worth it? What if I further do something absolutely crazy, right? Webinar only bonus. Sorry, this is the only one that is available in the webinar. Webinar only bonus, I call it. Webinar only bonus. And it's worth $997, right? It's Ninja Cool. What is it? It is a course called Facebook Ads for Complete Newbie. That means if you've not clicked a button onto Facebook Ads before, this is for you. It is worth over close to $1,000, right? $1,000 is over 300-something thousand naira. And see, if you get access right now, I will personally send you this course. And I'm not kidding. It's worth over 370,000 naira right now. But if you click and get in right now, I'm sending you this course so that you can study it. Even if you've crashed and failed in Facebook Ads, then this course should put you in the right path. If you come in now, altogether, you are getting a value worth over 636,000 naira for just 24,999 naira. Note, you only qualify to get this webinar only wow bonus. That's this last one, worth $907. If you order right now, if you come in right now, the webinar, before the timer on this page hits 0. Before the timer hits 0. All right? Before the timer hits 0. If you come in right now, go to the link is on on the screen as well. ecomtycoon.com/PSP. So it's up to you. So come in right now, 24,999 naira. Go to ecomtycoon.com/PSP, and you have 2 choices, so to say. First option is to do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. Or second option, pony up this small investment today compared to all the value you get in return and just give it a shot. If it works, great. If it not, just ask for a refund and I'll give you your money back. Yes, but then you must have followed all the instruction I teach. You must have walked through in the PSP Academy for the 45 days. If it doesn't work for you, you are entitled to a refund. The real question now is, would you allow me to show you this, or would you still want to continue searching? Well, it's up to you, but if you want me to show you, then go over to ecomtycoon.com/PSP. Come right in now for 24,999 naira at ecomtycoon.com/PSP. Now, I will take a couple of questions on the chat box and call it a day. So while you order, just pay attention to the questions you've asked while I take them. I'll just take a couple of them, and then every other one I'll answer via the email, right? If for any reason I don't answer your own, then you should be expecting an email. They will all be forwarded to my email. I should be expecting an email from me, but I'll try to take as many as possible I can right now. Okay? So the first question that someone said, also someone send you a personal message. I have something to recommend and talk about. Yes, you can send me a personal message. That's wonderful. Oh boy, Mr. Pa, where is the webinar? That should be from your connection. Just refresh. The webinar is kicking, is rocking. People are enjoying it. So if your connection is fast, you should be here as well. Ekerson said again, Mr. Pa, my system is currently hanging due to network. Is there a way you can replay or have a playback? Yes, there will be a replay after this. You get a link 15 minutes after this training to watch the replay. Yeah, but mind you, the replay will only be there for about 2 days or so, or 3 days, and it will expire. I will not have access to the replay webinar anymore. Right, Mr. Fatah says, don't trouble yourself, just listen to the lecture. Okay, it's trying to advertise, Mr. Fatah. The PSP is for new subscribers. E2P still stay, my brother. Yes, that is a good one there, my brother. Thank you for putting Mr. Fatah in order. That's wonderful. Njoku, yeah. What is the difference between PSP? I think we've answered that. Please, I missed from the beginning. Please, I need the lecture. You have to watch the replay. I guess, is this not the same system like Evergreen? And I've answered that already. Hi, Mr. Pat. I missed the seminar. Please, can I get a replay? Yes, you can. I want it to Biko. Yes, you can go get it at ecomtycoon.com/PSP. You are good to go. Just go there and you get right into it there. And remember, 25 persons get it at this launch price. After the 25 persons, we'll decide what we need to sell it to the next 25 persons, right? And then there are bonuses to get right on this webinar. If you get it right on this webinar right now and not procrastinate, you get a webinar only bonus worth over $1,000, and that's over 370,000 naira. Isn't that awesome? So the link is ecomtycoon.com/PSP. Okay, a couple of more questions. I'm not getting any other question here. I'm not getting another. Okay, a couple of them here. Please, what is the Instagram handle for woman that helps with kids sleeping? Okay, Modupe, you have to inbox me. I don't have it offhand, and I can't go online to get that now. So just inbox me. You message me in my email. I will give you the Instagram handle. So you follow up and then see what you can imbibe from there. So you can model what it's doing, and you can also do that for yourself as well. We all learn that way. Yeah, we all learn that way. So what other question do we have here? How can you assist some of us that did done for you program with regards to PSP? Some of us still have our products also. Okay, Chinyo Richard. The thing is, I take offense with people who have issues and don't bring it forward. I'm not a magician. I wouldn't even know what you're passing through. But if you have a problem, please always make sure. Nobody has sent me an email and I say, shut up, get out for sending me an email or I cuss you out. No. Send me an email and be reasonable in your question. Go straight to the point. List down what the problem you're having, and we'll solve that together. That's actually how I know I'm different from other who you hear from. As a matter of fact, yeah, I should boast of that. No other question, and thanks for the webinar. All right. So that's the end of the webinar. Guys, remember it is at ecom.com/PSP. You get access to the PSP Academy. It's a wonderful academy. I'm going to be putting in my best a couple of weeks, the next 5 days. I'm going to be making sure I show you everything you need to succeed in this PSP business, right? And it's at ecomtycoon.com/PSP. Okay. If for any reason you have a question or your question wasn't answered, they will all come into my inbox. All right. Pay attention to them. I will reply to them via the emails. Thank you for being on this training, and I hope to see you some other time. Like I always say, the best way to start is to start right now. So don't procrastinate. Start, because lack of money hasn't held anybody backward. The only thing that has held people backward is lack of ideas, lack of action. Take action, no matter how imperfect it is. Take action, make mistakes, learn, and you'll be better for it. I wish you well, and I know you're gonna crush it as much as every other person would always want for themselves. I wish you the best. Thank you, and see you on the inside of PSP Academy. Thank you for a couple of you that have gone in already, that have come inside already. I can see a couple of you are already inside the academy, and we still have a couple of space left. If you stick here to come in, and then you automatically get the webinar only bonus worth over $1,000. Thank you, and hope to see you some other time. Bye bye.